In the ancient Italian city of Verona, where stone streets twist between noble houses, and the air is thick with pride and rivalry, two powerful families stand locked in a long and bitter feud. The Montagues and the Capulets. Their hatred runs so deep that even their servants can't cross paths without swords flashing. Yet, in this very place of conflict, destiny is preparing a different kind of story, one of love so intense, so sudden, and so pure, that it will transform the lives of everyone caught in its path. This is the story of Romeo and Juliet, the star-crossed lovers whose tale has echoed across centuries. Our story begins with chaos in the streets. Servants of both families exchange insults, a small spark that instantly ignites a violent brawl. Swords ring, dust rises, crowds gather, and in moments the square becomes a battlefield. Verona's prince Escalus arrives, furious at the endless fighting. He declares that anyone who disturbs the peace again will pay with their life. Meanwhile, away from the clashing citizens, young Romeo Montague wanders, lost in sadness. He is thoughtful, poetic, and tender-hearted, but he believes he is hopelessly in love with a girl named Rosalind, who does not love him back. His cousin Benvolio tries to cheer him, promising that love can be found elsewhere. And fate is already moving pieces into place. At the Grand Capulet household, preparations for a large masked ball are underway. Lord Capulet believes it is time for his daughter, Juliet, to consider marriage. Juliet, only 13, is gentle, curious, and obedient, but she has never thought of love. Her mother suggests she meet Count Paris, a handsome nobleman, hoping to win her hand. That evening, the Capulet palace glows with candles, music, and rich celebration. Romeo, persuaded by his friends Benvolio and Mercutio, sneaks into the party disguised behind a mask. They assure him that seeing new faces will help him forget Rosalind, but nothing could prepare him for what he's about to feel. Across the crowded hall, Romeo sees Juliet and the world stops. The music fades. Lanterns seem to glow brighter. For a moment, there is no feud, no masks, no guests, only two young souls seeing each other for the first time. Their eyes meet, and love takes them both instantly and completely. Romeo approaches her, speaks softly, and their hands meet in a perfect moment of innocent affection. They share a tender, hesitant kiss, but soon they discover the dreadful truth. Romeo is a Montague. Juliet is a Capulet. Their families are sworn enemies. Their hearts sink with the weight of forbidden love, but the feeling between them is far stronger than fear. That night, unable to stay away, Romeo climbs over the Capulet's garden wall and hides beneath Juliet's balcony. Juliet, thinking she's alone, speaks into the night about her love for Romeo, questioning why he must bear the Montague name. Romeo steps out of the shadows, confessing his love, and Juliet's joy overflows. They are full of hope, innocence, and sincerity. They vow to defy their family's hatred and choose love instead. Before the sun rises, they decide they will secretly marry. Romeo rushes to Friar Lawrence, a wise and compassionate priest. The friar is shocked Romeo has moved on from Rosalind overnight, but he sees an opportunity. Perhaps this marriage, he thinks, could end the feud between the two families. Juliet arrives with her faithful nurse, and in a quiet chapel, Romeo and Juliet speak their vows. Their hands join, their hearts commit, and they become husband and wife, believing love will triumph. But peace is still far away. Later that day, Juliet's fiery cousin Tybalt seeks Romeo, furious that a Montague dared attend the Capulet ball. Romeo, newly married into the family, refuses to fight. But Mercutio, Romeo's bold and spirited friend, cannot tolerate Tybalt's insults. A duel erupts between them. Romeo attempts to intervene, yet this act of peace leads to disaster. Tybalt fatally wounds Mercutio. Furious and heartbroken, Romeo loses control. In a burst of rage, he fights Tybalt and kills him. Verona is thrown into chaos once more. The prince appears and, honoring his earlier warning, spares Romeo's life but banishes him from Verona forever. Romeo is exiled, torn away from Juliet. Only hours after their wedding, Juliet receives the news. Her cousin is dead, and her husband has been banished. She weeps not for the feud, but for the tearing apart of her new marriage. That night, before Romeo must flee to Mantua, the lovers share their only night together, full of tenderness, sorrow, and desperate hope. When dawn arrives, they say goodbye with tears, believing they will find a way to reunite. But trouble waits on the horizon. Juliet's parents, unaware of her secret marriage, insist she marry Count Paris immediately. Juliet refuses, and Lord Capulet, angered, threatens to disown her. With nowhere else to turn, Juliet runs to Friar Lawrence. The friar forms a daring plan. Juliet will drink a potion that makes her appear dead. Her family will lay her in the Capulet tomb. Meanwhile, Romeo will return secretly. When she awakens, the lovers will flee Verona together. It is dangerous, but Juliet bravely agrees. That night, she drinks the potion, whispering Romeo's name. The next morning, the Capulet household collapses into grief upon finding Juliet seemingly lifeless. The wedding to Paris becomes a funeral. Her body is placed in the quiet, silver-lit family tomb. But fate strikes its cruelest blow. Friar Lawrence sends a messenger to Romeo explaining the plan, but the message never reaches him. Instead, Romeo's servant arrives in Mantua and reports the tragic news. Juliet is dead. Romeo's world shatters. In agony, Romeo returns to Verona. He buys poison, determined to join Juliet in death. Night has fallen. When he reaches the Capulet's tomb, he enters the crypt and sees Juliet lying peacefully, her face still warm with life, a sign he does not recognize. Believing she is gone forever, Romeo holds her, kisses her one last time, and drinks the poison. He dies beside her. Moments later, Juliet awakens. She sees Romeo lifeless by her side and realizes the terrible truth. Their plan failed. Heartbroken beyond words, Juliet kisses Romeo, hoping poison remains on his lips. When it doesn't work, she takes Romeo's dagger and ends her life. The lovers are united in death. The prince, the Capulets, and the Montagues arrive at the tomb, horrified at the tragedy. Friar Lawrence reveals the truth: the secret marriage, the plan, and the lovers' devotion. Lord Capulet and Lord Montague, devastated by their children's deaths, finally see the cost of their hatred. Over the bodies of Romeo and Juliet, the two families end their feud forever. Peace returns to Verona, but at a heartbreaking price. And so ends the story of Romeo and Juliet, the tale of two young lovers whose devotion was stronger than the feud that surrounded them, stronger than the expectations of their families, and stronger even than death. Their love becomes a symbol, an eternal reminder that hatred destroys, but love, even when brief, shines brighter than any conflict. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from history and literature. See you next time.